What did you think of a cute video today?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
No, it was super cute. It was fun. I liked it. Those are some fun. When you said you picked intros, I almost expect you to pick pre-shows.
Ah.
That's where the gold is. I mean, the intros are great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The pre-shows are. I mean, clearly this is a pre-show right now.
This is we're preing.
It's a pre-show.
It's a pre.
This might not even end up in the pre-show, but it's.
I wonder how much stuff we let on the cutting room floor, because I know we've done pre-shows where like I'll tell these crazy fucking stories, and I'm like, I just sound like an asshole. Let's not keep that in.
Yeah, you kind of let out your darkest moments before we start.
It's very cathartic.
That's good. I'm glad we can help you instead of a therapist.
Yeah, I guess so.
Go see someone, dude.
I have demons.
Go see someone.
Is that the pre?
That might be the pre. Might have been the pre.
Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. This is Good Morning Toy World, your source for semi-premium, adult-related toy content. I'm your host with the most, your ghost with the most, your one and only Pepperoni, and joining me, as always, via satellite, the Duke of Diaclone, Tony Velocity. Did you want to say hello to the people, Tony?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Good Morning Toy World, your source for semi-premium, adult-related toy content. I fucked that up. We're adult-related. We're adult-related toy content. This is a show for toys about humans.
Adult-related toy content.
Adult-related toy content? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's the Bad Dragon Hour.
This is... No, it can't be, because we're always adult-related toy content.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It would just be the Bad Dragon cast. This is the 150th episode. So congratulations to you, the listener, for putting up with us for that long. And congratulations to my sweet boy, Tony.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
Went through so many of our old episodes and dug around and listened to some bits, and there's one thing that I've noticed, and it's that we're a bunch of fucking chuckleheads. Oh my god. All we do is fucking cackle at each other's jokes, and like 90% of the intros, like where I do my intro, I'm like laughing before I even get to the part where I say Duke of Diaclone. Like I'm just giggling because we're just two boys on a sleepover that never ends. That's what I realized while...
Pretty much.
While going through all of this.
Especially when we actually do sleepovers.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you won't let me go to bed. I'm so tired.
Oh my god.
So sleepy.
So sleep deprived. Yeah, it was really, really interesting, and I don't know. It's been a wild ride, dude. We've done 150 of these.
Has it been actually 3 years since our first episode?
Yeah, our first episode was in... May of... We missed our own birthday. Oh no, that hasn't come up yet. I don't know how months work. May...
I don't know. We're in April still.
Yeah, okay, so it was May 3rd, 2016.
Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So next month, Good Morning Toy World 3-year birthday bash.
Is it? Yeah.
It's happening. Listen to it here.
It's crazy.
You have to already.
It's insane.
You have no choice in this, listener.
What we lack in professionalism, we make up for in longevity and determination. Because,
we just don't fucking give up.
Yeah,
except for when we do, but that's very seldom.
Yeah, that was only once. We've only had one lost episode.
Yes.
Or have we had two? I can't remember.
We've had 2 or 3, but we always whenever there's a lost episode, we're really good at being like, all right, fuck it, tomorrow we'll redo it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is kind of our thing, where it's like, man, we are fucking this up, and no one is gonna enjoy this. Like, let's just stop recording and try again later.
But that being said, having 2, maybe 3 fully scrapped episodes for a almost 3-year run, I think that's pretty okay.
And I definitely scorched the earth. Well, they never would have gotten edited, so I didn't have to scorch the earth, but those files do not exist anymore.
Well, that's good. You don't have the secret copies?
No, I don't have the secret copies. Those aren't ever going to resurface when you run for mayor of Vancouver or anything like that.
That's good. Oh
Destroy your political career.
Better than Twitter doing it for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think I got a pretty clean Twitter.
Your Twitter's great. Follow Tony on Twitter, guys.
No, don't. It's terrible, but secretly do. Join me on Twitter. I'll say dumb shit.
Yeah, my Twitter feed
5 years ago.
Yeah, my Twitter feed's pretty bad. I just don't. Yeah, I don't really post much. Awful, I just like retweet like weird Neon Genesis memes and like.
Yeah. No, what you do is you call me out on Twitter for not having a Twitter. Then I start up my Twitter again, and then you fucking abandon ship. You leave me there to sync with that platform.
That was the plan.
It's terrible. It was the worst thing you ever could have
done. You will sync with the Twitter ship.
Oh.
And then, another thing that I noticed while going through our stuff is we used to make a lot of Bane references.
Yeah.
Like a lot. We used to talk about Bane all the time. Yeah.
I don't even know why. I don't even know if I've seen that movie all the way through. It's not even a joke. But I'm like, I love the idea of like not Bane. Because when you look at like cartoon Bane, that's not Nolan Bane.
No.
Nolan Bane's like totally different, but I kind of love him because he's just so not what he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
it's just great.
He's just a crab man.
Just a man in a mask who talks kind of like a 1930s villain.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Maybe we used to do that. If I do it into my cup.
Yes. There's so much audio of us sticking our mouths in our cups and I'm doing Bane now. It happens so often.
That's why my Discord profile picture is the way it is.
I know, it's so funny. That's one, and like how much we used to shit talk Dengar. Like almost every episode we'd slam Dengar for being shit. And the tentacle bit, like the thing. Man. Like we had some good memes, and what I realized is like a lot of the like stylistic choices or like I guess like almost format choices, even though not really. I don't know how to word it, but like a lot of the tropes and the things that we do originated in like early episodes. Like I think it was episode 4 or 5 is the first time we had a pre-show, which is early days. And like it was like episode 2 or 3 where I called you the Duke of Diaclone, and like all of these things start to come together. And like since like the third or fourth episode, I called myself the host with the most, the ghost with the most. Like a lot of these things like came to be and just remained staples, which I find really interesting because like in a way when we first started, we almost had more structure, but we had less personality and less confidence in a way. Like we weren't really fully like out of our shells and doing our thing. Yeah, we were a little more reserved at times.
Yeah. I think we were definitely kind of like trying to go for more of a structure. I know like that was definitely one of like the things that you so when we first were talking about this, you're like, I want to do it like a morning show. There's going to be segments. There's going to be this, and this. Which is funny because only recently we've started doing actual segments and like timed slots for things.
Yeah, totally. It took us 3 years to get here.
That's progress. We're making it. That's all that matters. But yeah, no, we've listening like on that video, the first few, I don't even know when I exactly upgraded to my current microphone.
Yeah.
But you could totally tell the older episodes were like Amazon Prime special microphone.
Yeah, and I was having weird software issues where my voice would clip as well. So like one of them's really bad. And like one of them we recorded like live at the Cherry Bomb Toy Fair, like episode 10. So that's in a hotel room, and that audio is awful. And what I remember now, like reminiscing, every time we recorded like live somewhere that wasn't like either of our houses, like we were out in the world or at a table at a Cherry Bomb Toy Fair or in a hotel room, those are like, at the time I remember recording those and just being like, these suck. And like just being like, because of how bad the audio quality was in my mind, I'm like, it's not good enough, but also it is good enough because at least we're doing it. But like, I didn't realize how much like clean audio pleases me. And like, back then that was like a really big struggle for us, because like I was struggling through mic issues and software issues, you were struggling through just having a dirt mic, and like we were trying our best to make it work, and like I didn't really know how to level audio and like get our voices to match all that well. And like sometimes there'd be like a weird heinous hiss in the background. Like I used to have a heinous desktop computer that like had these crazy fans that would just kick on, and it'd be so fucking loud. So there'd be this like in the background of all the audio. So I'd make a gate, and the gate would be anytime there is a sound below a certain frequency, it just deadens it. So like my voice would like dip in and out of the episode because of the way I had gated it, because I didn't know how to do gates properly, and I was like trying to speak louder to my mic so that it would be easier to gate it, and like all of this nightmare audio shit. And it wasn't up until like last year that we started doing laps properly, and like I used to sit down to edit the podcast, and it would take me an hour and a half, 2 hours to edit every episode of the podcast. And I'd wake up early in the morning before work, and I'd sit down to edit it, because I would literally sync Tony and I's audio files, and I would listen from the start of the episode to the end of the episode, and which in a way made for some good sound editing, because anytime there was like the sound of us putting a glass down on our desk, or as Tony just did, anytime there was any sort of like mouse clicking or like sounds or things falling off desks, like I could clip all of that out anytime we sneezed or coughed. And so I did that for years, like 2 years I did that, which in retrospect, that is a lot of time wasted, but only compared to the new system that like is so much better. So like our learning curve has been really interesting, because if we don't, I don't know, like we improve, but only when we realize we've been doing it wrong for years. Like it's, yeah. And like we didn't start naming our episodes till like 50 or 60 episodes in. And like,
that's right.
Which is weird. That like, that's like so obvious to me now, but back then I didn't like even think of it. Like it was just like, hey, this is episode 1, episode 2, like it.
Yeah. Episode 93. That's all you get. Just numbers.
Yeah, which is weird, because now it seems so obvious, but like that's one thing I will say is like we are still, but we were so persistent. It was something we had to do. And it's funny, like it's just, I mean, we've become more calm and casual about it, but it's almost become a more polished and interesting product now that we've like finally settled. I don't know. I'm just like ranting about how like whimsical and awesome it is, all the shit we've accomplished in this time, and that you guys got to listen to, the listeners.
I'm with you on that. Like just looking at like remembering my old setup and looking at my setup now. Like I mean, funny enough, like you've gone through a full computer.
Yeah.
And now you're editing on this. I'm still using the same old computer, but it's in different shape, and it's making the shitty noise on mine. Funny, it enough.
All comes full circle.
But like, yeah, I used to have like my old Amazon mic, and that was like propped up, and the audio was kind of shit on that, but it was still like for the time. I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is doing it. And I'm using, and then for a while I was having a Yeti microphone just on my desk, so every time I did put down a cup of water or something, you'd hear that click and everything. Now mine is on a boom arm, and I've got my desk is just computer and sound stuff now, and it's it's cool. It feels profesh. Like, not fully profesh, but because I should probably put my pop filter up, and I should probably get some styrofoam squares to pop on the wall because I know I am a bit echoey still. But it's good. It's good. It's a good reason to have and use all this tech stuff that we keep buying.
Yeah, totally. Like, our setups have gotten better, and our situations in general for like our environment for recording has just gotten better. Because like for the longest time, you recorded in your living room.
Living room kitchen combo.
Yeah, which was right next to your bedroom. So like the bathroom and the kitchen, and like your wife is trying to like go to bed and live her life, and so
she's
like
trying to do life.
Yeah, she's trying to do life
things.
And like you're I noticed too in the early episodes, like your voice is a lot quieter. Like you're speaking a lot more gated and more silent because you're in general trying to be less loud because of the disturbance of it all. And me too, like I noticed I'm talking a little bit lower and a little bit quieter. And back then I had a roommate who was right next door, so me shouting and screaming from 10 o'clock at night till 11, I'm sure wasn't his favorite thing back then. But it's funny how it's all just sort of morphed and evolved, and like I don't know, I'm fucking so happy. Just a happy guy.
We're pretty lucky to like have studio spaces.
Yeah.
Especially in the cities we live in.
Totally, yeah.
Like this should not be.
Yeah, we are in defiance of God and anime right now.
I think I've made a silent pact with the demon or some shit. But either way, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm glad that we can still do this. And like, 150. This is the Mewtwo episode.
Holy shit! It is the Mewtwo episode.
This is a Mewtwo fucking episode, and that's amazing.
We're rocking up in the cave, about to use the Master Ball right now.
Just make sure our boxes are empty, or else I'm gonna cry at 12 again.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a bad scene.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I guess we should talk about toys, because it sounds like we're gonna not change up a few things for this podcast, but we're going to be adding a couple things. We'll talk about that a little bit later. First off, though, Logan, Peppa Cheese, insert full name and social insurance number here.
Yeah.
Did you get any toy pickups this week?
Toy pickups this week. Actually, one, and it was a gift, and it's a double whammy of awful. It is two things I hate.
Oh.
One thing I like, because it is Batman.
Okay.
So if you guys if you guys saw my my vlog last week, I have this ridiculous photo of myself wearing an Indiana Jones shirt, holding a Batman Pez dispenser, and the Lego box on the floor, and then I bought the Lego off eBay. And so I want to recreate the photo, and a friend of mine gave me a Batman Pez dispenser, but it's a Funko Batman Pez dispenser.
Oh, what?
And he knew what he was doing, too. He's like, you hate Pez and you hate Funko. Here you go for your photo. And I was like, thank you. So
that's
shout out to
actually kind of amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Shout out to Big Dick Knoll for hooking me up with the Pez dispenser. Also, Big Dick Knoll is kind of part of Good Morning Toy World lore as well as Discord lore, because he's kind of why the bot is named Big Bot Swangin', because it used to be Big Dick Knoll with the Big Dick Swangin'. And also, Big Dick Knoll was one of our first listeners.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Big Dick Knoll.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't listen anymore because he doesn't collect toys. But, like, I remember when I made the episode and told my friends about the episode, I remember he listened to it and he was like, that's really cool. Like, I don't know anything about toys or care about toys, but, like, it was interesting and fun to listen to you guys just nerd out and talk about shit. And the fact that, because I think he did listen for the first little while, he's like, the fact that you just talk about like Star Wars and pop culture and things like that is super cool. So shout out to Big Dick Knoll, and that is my toy pickup.
Right. Yeah, you picked up Big Dick Knoll's big Pez dispenser.
Yeah, I did.
That's gross and weird. I had no idea that Funko actually was doing Pez dispensers.
Yeah, it's gross.
Like, are they actual Pez licensed? Did they soak up the Pez license now too?
Yeah, I think so. They are Pez licensed. Yeah, they're real Pez dispensers with Funko style heads on them, and that one's a Batman head.
I hate that so much. That makes me sad.
Yeah, it's pretty,
but like
pretty bad.
that is the most perfect thing.
Yeah,
because you'll be able to like achieve that same facial reaction.
Yeah, we're making the weird squidgy fucked up grimace.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good photography. It's a good photography goal. That's your bucket shot right there. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one putting that together. I'm like thinking about how I can recreate the background of the photo because like obviously I'm not gonna go to my mom's house and find all of her old Christmas decorations, but I think
you are.
No, I think like arranging stuff in the background in similar key places that there is stuff in the background, and like off to the side there's some like Christmas chocolates. It looks like a Santa shaped Choco and like a Choco bar. So like replacing those with other items, maybe Choco related things, or maybe just other toys. Like find a way to like create the same composition but with other various things in the background and whatnot.
Okay, that's fair. That's acceptable.
Yeah.
Or use a drive on back out to your mom's place
and go get that weird
same backdrop.
Fucked up wooden Santa thing that's in the background.
Yeah, hell yeah, that better still be there.
No, I think that literally went in the fireplace. Like I think it was a Christmas craft that came out for like 2 or 3 years, and then one year it just got busted over a knee and chucked on the fire like during Christmas. Like it's time for this thing to go.
Okay, that's still pretty great.
Yeah, rest in peace, wooden Santa.
You did something.
You did all that was required.
You did your best. You had no regrets. Thank you, Christmas wood Santa. That's cool.
Yeah. What about you, my sweet friend? Did you get any toy pickups?
I had a pretty decent sized mail day on Friday. That was kind of fun. Ended up getting a few things in the post. And I got a notification for the third thing from this one specific thing in the post, which was exciting. So my 2 AliExpress ordered Joy Toys Steel Knights Not Titanfall mechas came in, and hot damn, I'm pretty stoked with them. Like, there's everything that's wrong with them is like nitpicky, but considering like the price that I got them at, I'm stoked. They're great.
I feel like that exact phrase is something you say like almost every time you get like a weird AliExpress transformer. You're always like, I could nitpick, but the price is great, so fuck it.
No, it's amazing. And well, like that, and it's an independent toy design too. Like with the KO Transformer stuff, it's like I feel like when something is better than you expect, which is like to crumble in your hands, you're like, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. And then, like I said, that first weird AliExpress fourth party whatever it was, like the fact that it was better than the actual release was crazy.
Yeah.
But, like the giant primes ended up being kind of amazing as well. It's super weird to be living in an age where the bootlegs surpass the first official run.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to feel about that.
It's interesting. It's weird. It's cool. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. But no, these are independent designed figures. They are very much like Titanfall-esque. But when you look at them, you're like, okay, they took like the generic or the general design of a Titan and then took their own spin on it, which is cool. And yeah, the plastic feels great. There was really no issues. A couple loose joints here and there, but not enough to like lose their poses or anything. And the fact that each one came with like probably the smallest, most articulated figure I've ever seen is crazy. They're like not even 3 inches. They're like 2.5 inch tall figures, and they've got like ball joints and everywhere, and like almost like the Revoltech style swivels in the wrists and the ankles and everything. They hold poses amazingly. They're weathered. It's awesome. I'm really digging them. So I got 2 mechas, and my third mecha showed up in the post today.
So you just got to go grab them from the post office, or
just gotta grab them on Friday. Which again is kind of nuts because, fuck, I ordered that like less than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they're doing good. They're doing good with their shipping, so that makes me stoked.
Hell yeah, dude. I like that you're now just like an AliExpress junkie.
Oh, dude, I'm a gold member already. I'm even ordering stuff for other people off of it now.
Oh my god, you're a middleman.
I'm middleman. Yeah, my buddy Adam, he's been on the show. We talk about him a bunch. There was a certain Transformer. It was a slightly upscaled movie Megatron, but it was like a better version of the movie masterpiece. Not movie masterpiece, the studio series. And they like changed a few things. They made it more movie accurate. They gave it a better paint job. But like it was 100 and something everywhere else. And after doing the like AliExpress like coupon extravaganza, use your coins and points, it was 95 shipped. So I was like, yeah, dude, just shoot me the cash and I got you covered.
Fuck yeah.
So it's cool. I'm digging it. It's fun. Is it? Yeah, it's fun. I'm feeling it's a lot more trustworthy than eBay right now, to be honest.
Yeah, you getting juiced by eBay?
Oh, dude, everything's so like I don't want to be like everything's so expensive on eBay, but like that's not as cheap as it used to be.
Well, yeah, there were glory days where MP like Lambos and I think we've said this before, where MP Lambos were like $35.
Yeah, totally. And like that's on fucking Ali now.
Yeah, I
like,
guess so.
You're still looking at the $30 Lambors.
There we go.
But like, and then I've yet to get fleeced on Ali. Whereas on eBay, it's like, is my shit actually going to show up, or am I going to do dispute?
Yeah.
So,
totally.
Like, I don't know. There's still a few things. Like, I ordered a couple things off of eBay recently as well. Like, there was another small toy show that happened, and I got my MP21R, the red Bumblebee, because he's not Cliff Jumper. He's an homage to the Takara Car Robo Penny Racers, so I needed him. And I was able to get him for an awesome price, but he only comes with the people face. So I ordered a Tomy exclusive toy face to just pop on him for $10.
There you go.
So I'm like, this is fine. This is cool. So I'm still getting some stuff at eBay, but I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm checking the old alley first.
Yeah.
And then what else did I get? So I ended up getting my Death Worshipper Rift Killer from Knights of the Slays. That came in. That is amazing. Oh, he is so nice. I feel like every time I get a new Rift Killer, I'm like, this is my favorite one. This is the best design that they've done. So that's a good sign. But just having him in all black with hints of silver, and then the flesh tone for the arms, giving him a kind of a Mad Max vibe, which is pretty sweet. Plus the people head with the blackened eye. It's awesome. I dig it. He is solid, and I'm glad I was able to grab one. And then speaking of all black figures, the last thing that came in was my Magoob no-name brand Star Space War resin toy soldier. So I bought my first.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been so long since I've gotten a resin art toy, and I'm so pumped I got this one.
Yeah.
It's painfully Canadian.
Yeah.
and I love it so much. Like it's
So for
so it.
can I explain No Name to the American listeners?
Yeah, please do.
So
Yeah,
for those
'cause
of
they've
you
got
who
great
are
value.
unfamiliar with No Name brand, you might find it somewhere in the States, but it's real common here at what grocery store chain carried it?
It's a superstore. It's
Okay.
definitely like a superstore. President's Choice thing.
So all of the branding for it is generic in the way that the branding for things when you put on the glasses and they live is generic. Like,
Yeah.
it's a yellow box, and if it's pasta, if it's spaghetti, it will just say spaghetti. It'll give you all of the technical information about the food that is required by law, but it's just a yellow box with black, I think it's Helvetica writing on it, just black Helvetica.
It's either Helvetica or sans serif.
There
It's
we go.
like
Yeah. And
yeah, it's like a bold sans serif.
yeah, so if it's a box of pasta, it'll be a yellow box with the black text that says spaghetti. If it's a tin of beans, it'll be a tin with a yellow label that says baked beans. Like, there's no pictures, there's no fancy anything, and it's No Name brand. And they make everything. Everything. And we've all eaten it. If you live in Canada, you've eaten a pack of No Name brand hot dogs and No Name brand buns. It's just a thing you've done. And so that was
Sipped on a 2-liter of No Name brand cola.
Yeah, totally.
Just labeled cola.
And just crunching on some No Name brand wavy chips. But yeah, so that's the aesthetic and the style that he made his Star Wars bootlegs in.
Yeah, because this dude's also from Canada. I believe he's from Montreal. So yeah, he's really cool. I was like scoping out his other stuff as well, and he 3D prints. He does resin cast. He's a full blown like 2D artist as well. And yeah, just a super cool guy. And I ordered the one thing. I like didn't really go about because like a lot of times when you order stuff, it's like kind of like leave everything blank. There's the like any instructions like have a nice day, like stuff like that. So I just kind of ordered and left it alone, and then it came in, and he threw in a little surprise bag as well.
Cool. What was in that?
Which is super neat. So inside of it was a Magoob branded like $2 surprise bag thing with a like clown on it, but not in a creepy way. So what was inside was a Magoob sticker to slap on your skate deck or the back of your computer. A fun-sized pack of Smarties, which again is very Canadian. Smarties are Canadian M&Ms essentially.
Yeah, it's true.
Even though we still have M&Ms. And then like a trading card and 3 other resin pieces. But I think one was actually 3D printed initially and then resin cast.
Okay.
And it's a little bust of like a dude's head, which is kind of cool. So if I ever wanted to make like a library scene for my Knights of the Slice, it would be perfect for that.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then there was a resin bootleg of a Universal Studios E.T. souvenir toy, which is super fun. And then I personally thought this was the coolest. There was a black resin cast skull that is roughly like 1/12 scale.
Cool.
And I'm like, I'm Magoob. I just want to buy a bunch of those. Can you?
Yeah. Can you
chat?
sell just
Can we
bags
hook
of
up-
those?
Can you hook me up with some little skulls? Because the last time I got resin skulls for a project, let's just say I'd rather pay you. I'd rather pay for your skulls. But yeah, that was cool. That was an awesome little freebie, and I really appreciate it. And that was super cool of you. So yeah, check out Magoob Toys on Instagram. He is just Magoob Toys on Instagram.
Yeah, and
he's rad.
his name
He's super cool.
is definitely fits well to the aesthetic of the logo he's lampooning because it's clearly Galoob.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I took a thumb through his profile the other day. It's great. All of it's awesome. It looks really, really fun. And a bunch of his pieces are still available on his store. So if you want yourself a no-name brand Star Wars figure, check it out.
He also did a not smaller because the figures are the same size, but he made even more generic packaging
Yeah.
in a smaller scale, which is like They're the like the plastic tagged.
Yeah, like bagged and stapled
Toys.
sort of style.
Yeah, and even put like a discount sticker on it as well, which is even better.
Yeah.
I might want to double dip and get something from that because like, fuck, this is so cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's super cool, man. I'm stoked for you. Yeah, so shout out to Galoob. Or
To Galoob?
Yeah, the original company.
Yeah, thanks Galoob for giving Magoob a cool design to make his logo off.
Yeah, for inspiring. That's actually what I was thinking
That's a
of.
good
For.
thing. Yeah, Galoob, good job.
Well, before we launch into our news segment, I just wanted to briefly just shout out all the people that we've interviewed here on the podcast over the years,
Yeah.
because we've had quite a few decent interviews. So I wrote a little list, and if I forgot anyone, then fuck you. No, if I forgot anyone, I don't know. I don't think I did. We've got Jesse, your buddy Jesse. Oh man, if I pronounce his name incorrectly now, I'm going to be the worst.
Okay.
So you do it.
Jesse Inokaya.
Is that actually how you say it correctly?
No, it's Jesse Inokala.
There we go. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being our first guest, Jesse. That was really cool of you. He was at WonderCon last week. He's actually doing voices on the Netflix series The Dragon Prince right now, which is
and
blowing up.
When we had him on, we had him because he was a voice.
Lego.
Yeah, he was Plovar. He was the voice of the bird on Lego Chima.
Yeah, Legends of Chima.
Legends of Chima.
And that was like our way in. We're like, yeah, Lego's a toy.
Yeah, and then we just talked about
he
other
was-
shit for like 2 hours.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. We should get him. We should get him back on. I'll bug him again.
Hell yeah. So yeah, shout out to Jesse, and then shout out to Jesse DeStasio, who we also had on our podcast. That was such an interesting one because we had never really met. We hadn't met Jesse in person, either of us, and we had only interacted with him like super briefly online through like Instagram comments and stuff. And so eventually having him on, you and I were pretty starstruck.
Yeah, it was. I definitely didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah, like
I got drunk that episode too.
yeah, we got a little bit drunk and we were a little bit nervous.
No, Logan. I got fucking drunk that episode. I almost pissed myself.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Like,
So that was interesting because like they say you should never meet your heroes or whatever, but it was really cool to meet Jesse and talk with Jesse and like,
so far, like all my heroes I've met have been pretty rad.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I made like a picture of sangria for breakfast that morning, and I got kind of like morning tanked
Yeah.
because of the time difference, and I don't even know what I did afterwards.
Just passed
I
out.
like ran. No, I think I like ran off into the street or something. Ran off into the night.
But yeah, that was
Cool. Thanks for putting up with our shit, Jesse.
Yeah, thank you. That was a good one, and like it was really cool because like you and I were such big fans of Knights of the Slice that it was really cool.
What do you mean? We still are.
I mean, yeah, duh. But yeah, just like in that time, in that moment, just like to have the creator of like the toy that you're obsessed about, they want to come talk to you.
Series 2 was like finishing up around that time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was still fairly like early as well, and like I remember he kind of dropped the Sub-City references.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Like,
He hinted Sub-City. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. So I mean, like Sub-City's been like in his planning stages for so long, and I feel like there were a couple other things that he was like hinting at.
He's all about the
But
trail
I
of
can't-
secrets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that he like. He's one of those guys that like he speaks in riddles and mysteries.
And then we had John, aka Video Vomit. We had Video Vomit join us, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
John's
Yeah,
a cool
that was
fucking
rad.
dude. Fuck yeah. And then you know what I've also found interesting? It's like with these next guys we're talking about, I think with all of them, after we had finished the episode, we just sat on voice chat and talked for another like 2 hours to like all of them.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Not to
Like
spoil
that.
the list, but with Video Vomit, with Nate the Milkman, with King Hideous, the boys, the Colm and Bryn, with all of those guys, when we wrapped up recording the episodes, we just sat and talked for like 2 hours to like all of them.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Yeah, so just great guys. But yeah, again, I spoiled the list. But yeah, John, it was awesome to chat with John.
Yeah, hell yeah. We should. Yeah, I want to do like another chat with all those guys again. Even if it's just a big like pool chat. Like, hey, everyone in the pool. Let's all chat. Let's hang out. How are you guys doing? Some of that. It'd be chaotic, but it'd be fun.
Yeah. So then after John, I think I have this in the right order. Maybe I fucked the order up. Maybe we had Nate on before
first.
John.
I thought we had Nate on first.
Yeah, we might have. Yeah, we had Nate on. Nate was amazing to talk to. It was so fun to pick his brain about just like the creative process, and like I remember we talked a lot about like how all the different forms of art we practice just like melt together, and like all of that just creative energy like moves and transforms, and like his process with getting toys made, and like yeah, it was super cool to talk to Nate.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and it's cool because he's just another like regular guy. He's got like toy making is not his 9 to 5, but it's something that he's so passionate about that he's like, no matter what, I'm still making toys. I'm still doing all these things.
Yeah,
which is really cool, and that's like super inspiring. Like as like anybody that's kind of having to work a 9 to 5 to make ends meet, like you can still achieve your dreams and goals.
And another set of boys who are partying on their dreams and goals. King Hideous, the collective known as King Hideous, which is Colm and Bryn. Those guys are hilarious, and it was so fun to talk to them and like to hear their weird hardships with having to like wait. They've had to wait so long, those boys, to get their toy made.
Yeah.
But the fact that in the meantime they're just like powering on so many sculpts, and like they're so hungry as well. Like they're reaching out to other people, and they're doing like commissioned work and like making things for others, and like the fact that like again they work their 9 to 5s, but nothing gets in the way of them making monsters, and it's just it's beautiful, man.
Totally, yeah. That was kind of funny because Colm, how we met, we said it on the podcast, but it was a total random fluke that happened. Because Colm was visiting, like, from his town to mine, and it just so happened that he listened to the Video Vomit interview, because he knows John.
Yeah.
And then he started listening to our podcast as well, and he was like, I was working at my, not even 9 to 5, at the comic shop. And I had a couple Knights of the Slice out, and he was like, "Are those Knights of the Slice?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. We used to do some stuff with the guy that made them and everything." He's like, "Oh shit, is your name Tony?" And I was like, yeah," thinking like, "Oh, he probably ordered some stuff and I shipped it out his way." And he's like, "Tony Velocity?" I'm like, yeah." And he's like, "Oh my god, I listened to your podcast," and that was like the weirdest fucking moment for me, because that's happened twice now. But for different podcasts.
Yeah, you just got that voice, my dude.
Apparently my my deep nasal voice is like,
oh, it's beautiful.
Pretty synonymous with me.
Oh, it is the cream cheese to my bagel, my dude.
Oh,
yeah, accept it.
I will not. So yeah, that was cool, and his brother was rad. Yeah, they're just such cool guys, and I'm stoked to hang out with Colm again when he comes back down into town. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun times.
Yeah, so we got to invent. We got to
invent interviews. There's never been an interview before us.
No, we were the first ones. We got to interview a lot of amazing,
says the lore.
Amazing people. A voice actor, a toy maker, and then a bunch more toy makers. It's just like,
hell yeah,
toy makers and voice actors. But yeah, it's like, it's cool because like you get to interact with a lot of people like online, like everybody's within an arm's reach and you can reach out and you can message and you can talk, but like having someone on the podcast is like a really cool way to actually have a real conversation, like the kind of conversation you'd have like if you met someone at a convention and then went for like a beer after and actually got a chance to like just sit down and shoot the shit. And like to be able to have those conversations is great, because as we all know, at like conventions and events, when you meet someone after the event's over, everybody's like, I'm fucking going to bed. Like, nobody's doing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you are. Maybe you go out for dinner or whatever. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, to be able to have, like, a real meaningful conversation that, like, in some way is a little bit curated, because you know that, like, people are going to listen. So you... you ask questions that maybe are more impactful and maybe are more interesting than you might ask, or the way you might interact if you were just hanging out. So it's like, it's kind of cool. I don't know. It's neat. I like what we do is what I'm trying to say.
Totally. I'm a pretty big fan of like the interviews and everything, and I've been slowly might have been working on a couple other potential guests for us to have in the near future.
Cool. I'm very interested.
Like very near future, so keep in tune for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
as
and
that's
in
a
the dark
discussion for post this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm in the dark as well, listeners. So this is exciting news for me too.
I do. I want to say I do the legwork, but I try to pay my share of the rent, if you know what I mean.
All right, are we ready for the new segment?
New segment.
Yeah, we don't have like a song or an intro for it yet, do we?
Not yet, and I'm really bad at those too. So
yeah, but again, like listening back to some of the stuff, forcing you to make up songs on the spot was like one of my favorite things.
Oh man, that's freaking me out.
He's having a panic attack. Oh my god. Lawai. That's it.
Leave your questions in the Discord, friends, and we'll get to them next week. This is not Lawai.
No, wait, that would just be the questions intro. This is the We Asked You.
We asked you questions, and now you... What? Oh man, I'm not musically inclined at all.
I know, that's why I love it so much.
No, it's terrible.
So this is the We Asked You section. So you guys have been asking us questions for the last however many episodes, which has been a huge staple of the episodes. We love doing the question section. So we thought we would flip it on its ear and we'd ask you a question. And because this is sort of like the self-gratifying episode where we just gloat about how fun it's been having a podcast, our first question to everyone was, how did you find us?
I do have to say one quick thing as well, though. We tried doing this early on, and this was before we had our Discord. This is probably when we were like trying to do the Instagram thing. We actually had an email.
Yeah, we did, and no one ever emailed.
That we were saying like, if you listen to us, shoot us an email, and we'll say it out loud on the podcast. And we never got an email.
Not a single fucking one.
No. But now it's like we have such great discussion in the Discord, and our questions for the podcast has been amazing. And now We Asked You has also been blowing up, which is fantastic. So anyway, sorry, that was a quick. I'll shut up.
Logan. No, that was great. So yeah, the first question is a bit of a softball. And yeah, just sort of falls in line with us just sort of talking about ourselves, because that's what the 150th 150th episode is all about. So we asked the simple question, how did you find us? And Meme Slayer is the first one here, and he said, you were on a toy server I was on, and this became my safe haven from the toxicity of that community. Cool.
Oh, wow.
Happy to have you, Meme. You were here early days, and we're glad to have you.
I'm just glad that we're like the less toxic toy community.
Yeah, I don't know. We've done a pretty good job.
We're the good ones.
We've done a pretty good job cultivating good behaviors and having healthy dialogues. So Yeah.
Yeah, we're both pretty good boys, so
Yeah.
there's not a lot of shit that is allowed to slide with us.
What I will say for our Discord server, and I hope I don't jinx it. I hope this isn't how it turns to ash, but I'm glad that not every single channel is just full of fucking memes.
Yeah,
That,
that's true.
That makes me really happy that people don't just like pop into general. I mean, occasionally people host memes, which is great, but like
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that it's not like every single tab you open isn't just like fucking white text memes or whatever the flavor of the week meme is, and like it's an actual conversation and not just a shitpost fest. So thank you for that, guys.
That's pretty sweet.
And
I mean,
thanks for
I did
joining
kind
us,
of
Meme.
film. Oh yeah, thanks, meme. Appreciate it. I mean, I did film a meme for the music
Yeah,
boards section.
That's
but
true.
pretty bad. Bearded Unicorn replies with, "I randomly came across your Lego stream, and even though I'm not that into Legos, I fell in love when you taught all the kids how to shotgun properly. Then I knew we could be friends."
Oh yeah, I used to crush so much beer. Oh my god, what was wrong with
Yeah,
me?
you used to sip quite a bit.
I used to sip
Not
a
in a
lot.
like judgment way, but like let's just say I had a couple friends message me saying if I needed to chat with you privately.
Yeah, Bearded Unicorn. Thank you for stumbling across me streaming Lego on YouTube that fateful night. Thanks for coming to hang.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, and like you've been here like since day one too. Like you're a rad dude. So
Yeah, shout out to you, my guy.
hopefully at a Good Morning Toy Con we'll all get to see. That's not going to be a thing anytime.
Yeah,
soon.
don't make any promises. Chris
Like fuck.
Bashujo Reviews chiming in with a meme bullied me into joining. Thanks, meme.
That's cool too. But even though you got bullied into joining, you've been a really valuable part of the Discord.
Totally.
Like, yeah, you're like for someone that is like sort of new, like you've been doing awesome. So
Yeah, we like you.
hell yeah, Chris, you're a good boy. Zessie says, "Found you from your One Punch Man catchy YouTube vid. Lol."
Oh man, that's a deep cut. That's an old vid.
It's an old one.
Yeah, that's an old one.
You're still the only person that has those One Punch Man catchies.
I'm the only person.
Yeah. So I got you the ones from that. So the One Punch Man catchies. We ended up getting them at my shop, and I was like, "Holy shit, these are great." They weren't the cheapest catchy things ever, but I'm like, I'm gonna spoil my boy Logan.
Yeah,
And I ended up getting him. I can't remember how many I got you.
like 3 or 4.
And then 3 or 4, yeah. And then I got like a couple for myself too. I think I got myself 3. And so far, that box is still at the shop, and we still haven't sold a single one since.
Oh, remind me next time I'm in van, I'm gonna buy one on camera just to.
No, I'm gonna forget.
Yeah,
I'm gonna forget.
I will
don't
too.
worry.
I will. I know I will. Yeah, Zess, thanks for coming to hang. Appreciate you. I got to meet you in person too. That was cool. Awesome. Great times. Fun times. I can't talk right now. Jake of the Snake. Jake the Snake, you're a good boy as well. Searching Knights of the Slice on YouTube, and I stumbled across a video of you and Tony talking about the Thousand Toys Knights. The emoji with the tongue smiling, hanging out thingy thing. I can't fucking talk. There's an emoji there.
That's okay. You're doing good.
Yeah, that's a fun video, and thanks for joining, Jake. You're a great dude.
You've been doing awesome photos. You take good pictures, and I like them.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And that's not supposed to sound condescending either. You do amazing shots, and your progress has been crazy
Yeah.
recently. So hell yeah, dude.
Everybody's
Yeah, that was a
killing
fun
it.
video. That was a really fun video.
That was a good one. I think that was one of the ones too that like I think Jesse posted it on Facebook maybe, and then that was like really cool for me because like no one had ever shouted out anything I'd ever done at that point. So like it was really cool to be like, whoa, people are watching because the creator liked it. So that was cool.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Sponge said, "I sacrificed a goat while reciting an invocation. Poof, a demon appeared and told me about this chill toy Discord. Or maybe I joined after getting to know Pep on Toy Boys? I don't know. All my memories are mixed up lately. That's probably because of the demon.
Probably the demon with the sauce all up in your brain.
That's the one. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah, we used to be on the Toy Boys Discord back in the
day.
It was about last year. Back in the day, back when we started this Discord. There was another toy YouTube podcast that we kind of like did some crossover with. And a lot of people from that toys server came over to ours, and we went over to there. That was pretty cool. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I found out that Evolution Toys was a thing because of them, which is yeah. Imagine only the 1970s Tokusatsu properties, but for like twice the price of a figure art.
Oh my god!
Goddamn, do I want them all?
Yeah, I'm glad you found us, Sponge. I'm glad I got to know you. You're my Sundari. Yeah. You knew that. You know that.
Yeah, so. You have a special name in the Discord. Yeah. You have a special rank.
You have a special rank, all because of a joke.
Yeah, it's not that we wanted to give it to you or anything, Babaka.
Cage, a 4 a.m. snack linked me saying it was the Toy Pizza server.
The pizza server.
Yeah, he did lie to you.
Yeah, I wonder. That's a bit of a lie, but I can see why there's a little bit of people thinking that might be the case.
Yeah, we do have a special section just for it. So
we do, and we might have all three of the Toy Pizza guys on our server as well.
Yeah, that is true.
Speaking of which, Nicky Fung of Toy Pizza fame says lies 4 a.m. snack. I'm positive I got formally invited by Pepper.
That's true, I did.
Did you harass him constantly?
He
says you are constantly being harassed on Instagram by.
He does say that, but that's a bit of an exaggeration, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna skip down to the last part of Nicholas Fung. He's saying 4 a.m. snack, just teasing. Pepper is very much a part of Toy Pizza. Fuck you. Not jealous. Not jealous at all.
Hey man, what can I say? I mean, I can't say anything. I signed a non-disclosure. I can't say anything.
Oh yeah, my bad,
yeah. 4 a.m. snack. I was looking up Reelhead coverage after DCon 2018, and I found a video from Pepper. Saw Nicky Fung on there and assumed he was part of Toy Pizza since they were so buddy-buddy. And I swindled Cage into joining. Oh, shit. I mean, yeah, I guess there is cause for people to be confused. Yeah, no, all right.
That's pretty rad, though. Yeah, oops. Well, we're the unofficial Toy Pizza podcast, I guess.
We kind of are, yeah.
I mean, Distasapod, which is Jesse Distasio's official podcast, is a thing going on. Yeah. So I guess we'll take the semi-premium unofficial Knights of the Slice podcast.
To be fair, though, like, I just want to state this for the record. We have been covering Knights of the Slice far longer via the podcast format than any other podcast. That's...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
We invented Toy Pizza coverage, so...
It's true. I mean, we've been kind of slacking on that a bit, but I mean... We'll jump back in.
Yeah, we'll get back on it. 4 a.m. snack, thanks for joining. Also, Cage, thanks for joining. I don't know if I thanked you, but thank you.
Uncle Jason says, I can't remember if I found Ultra Radical Toy Works through Toy Pizza or Toy Pizza through Ultra Radical Toy Works. Either way, it's all good times.
Hell yeah, that sounds great.
Thanks, Uncle Jason.
Apparently the lines continue to blur.
Because, yeah, I like it. We're fine. And he's all the way from, like, Sweden, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's from the land of the Skyrim.
Also, shout out to Uncle Jason's photography. All of a sudden, he just shows up taking amazing fucking photos. What the hell, dude? You've been holding out this whole time? What the fuck?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
some
nice
of us
work.
need to practice a month or two to get there. It's crazy. Sweet.
Yeah, you've been here a long time. We appreciate you. No, this is Luke. Lukewarm reviews through Mad Chill Mitch. That is a very short and concise answer, but you're I was going to say a short and concise man. You're great. I love your videos. Please make more. Thank you for being here.
Oh yeah, dude. Sam the Mop. Mad Chill Mitch DM me your Japan Hall live stream. Join the Discord afterwards. Next month, I will have been here for a year. Wowzers. I still can't believe our Discord's, like, over a year old.
Yeah, that's crazy. It doesn't seem that
Like,
long.
Yeah, because I feel like I was pitching the idea to you not too long ago. Or were you pitching it to me?
I can't remember. I don't
Either
remember.
way, it was one of those things where one of us was like, we should make a Discord. And then, like, right then and there, we fucking just made one. Because, like,
Yeah,
Instagram was kind of not really doing the thing for us. Facebook kind of sucks. This is just the best way to interact with you guys.
Yeah.
We fucking love it.
Quick is next here. I found you guys when I was looking for Knights of the Slice videos on YouTube, and I saw Pepper's first video on COTS, and then I watched a few more videos, and then I subscribed. It's a tale as old as time. Apparently, you can't know about us unless you found us through Knights of the Slice.
Yeah, no, there's worse things to be linked with, and I mean, I'm glad that we're kind of associated with Knights of the Slice.
Oh yeah, I'll be Team
I
Toy
just-
Pizza any day.
Hell yeah, fuck yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Robbie says found through the channel, which I'm assuming is Good
Yeah.
Morning Toy World or Ultra Radical Toy Works.
Yeah, shout outs to Robbie. You're a good dude. Appreciate you. I can't talk.
yeah.
I keep choking on my words. I appreciate you.
We're just so emotional right now.
Yeah, that's true. Betrayal. I was looking for Thousand Toys synth reviews. Again, another linkage that we can't hide from. Thousand Toys and
That's
Knights of
true.
the Slice. We're hooked up. We're linked up. Yeah, thanks for coming to hang, my dude.
Has anyone else done any Thousand Toys synth reviews since?
I don't know.
I mean, like, I feel like we, like, other than Toy Pizza's official Thousand Toys nights, there's not really many, which is kind of cool. Vangelis just put one out for the test type body.
Oh, cool.
Which is pretty sweet. So
Nice.
yeah, check that out. Bread Talk. Night of the Slice video. Probably your wave video or hash blind bags. You doing hash on the channel?
I'm just doing hash.
Your wave video or hash blind bags. Okay, I think I don't know. I guess we're just smoking pot now. That's
Yeah,
good
that's what we're
times.
doing, I guess.
Might be both. I was hypnotized by Pepper to check out the Discord from his videos.
Cool.
So that's pretty
Hell
sweet.
yeah. Thanks for coming to hang, Bread Talk.
Yeah, dude.
Sam the Mop is back again with a...
Adding to what he said.
Yeah, the Zubato skit made me realize this was the place to be. Hell yeah, dude. I agree.
Totally. Mad Max 405. Zinabad dragged me here. So a lot of people
Just telling their homies.
suggesting us,
Yeah.
which is really cool. So Mad Max 405, your profile picture is fucking disgusting when you zoom in on it. To shame you on.
Oh, it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bearded Unicorn, I'll always be a part of you.
Thanks, Bearded. We'll always be a part of you, too. King Gloom, Mr. Colm of the Gloom Boys. I saw that Pepper posted on Instagram pic of a Microman from the 2000s. I commented, and then Pepper commented back, and I thought, whoa, semi-premium Instastar's answer back. I must follow. So that's cool. That's another
Yeah.
additional way that he got in.
There we
That's-
go,
that's
man.
rad.
You bumping into
Hell
you
yeah.
in toy stores, finding me on the Instablarms, and I'm answering back like I'm Little Yachty if he had a whole day to spend. I don't know. I assume he gets a lot of comments and doesn't answer any of them back.
Probably.
He
One is,
must.
does
at
he
this
even
point.
own a boat?
You have to.
You have to. You have to.
You gotta.
If your name's Lil Yachty, you gotta own a boat. Yeah. My trap name is Young
Stop.
Degenerate. No.
No, we've already no,
dude.
no.
I'm gonna be it. I'm gonna do mumble rap. I'm
No.
gonna do mumble rap.
No.
I'm gonna be Young Degenerate.
No.
Yeah.
We will refine it. We will create an intro for it, and we will ask questions with a little more grit, a little more depth, to get your real opinions on toys, etc. So we'll start using that.
Totally. Exactly. And your question for this week is, and it's one that we fucking get all the time, so you better answer it as well. What is your current favorite toy?
Oh, that's a really good question. Hell yeah. We will post that up in the We Asked You and pin it. and then you just go on over there and you type back.
And we'll read them out loud on the podcast. Alright, so that's the We Ask You for this coming week.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, it is called Wow. We just realized it. It's called Wow.
Oh my God. It's
called
Wow.
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 We asked you.
Okay, that's the intro. It's just wow. Questions from the Discord. All right, questions for the podcast. Your questions to us. Let's get through them. Super Robot King Siva Jack, also from Toy Pizza, asks us, can you talk about display setups? I've been on a shelf buying binge.
Y'all know mine. I got the big old Kallax behind me. I need to get some LED lighting off Amazon to optimize it. But yeah, pretty basic. I have like one Detolf in the other room, and that's about it. Sorry, I don't have too much to add.
I have 2 Vitsujos from IKEA. I've got 1 Detolf right now. I'm hoping to get 2 more. And then I think they're called Riba. They're actually picture frame shelves, but they're only like 2 inches deep, and they're perfect for Figuarts and Knights of the Slice. So I went fucking nuts, and I bought like 10 or 12 of those. And I just like dry mounted them into the walls. And then I also have bigger floating shelves as well. So I love my setup right now, I'm not gonna lie. But IKEA, dude, they know what they're doing. They've got food and they've got shelves. Go to IKEA. Not a sponsor, just a fan.
That's all you need. Toys, shelves, and food.
Exactly.
Jacob the Snake, what is your favorite 1000 Toys new synth figure? Any one of the... No. Sorry, I'll let you go first. I need to think about it.
No, it's fine. Currently, mine is the Glide Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that, and it was so worth the wait. He's amazing. He's your standard. Does he count as a new synth? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're amazing. I love them. The colors work on them perfectly. All the extra little bits, fantastic. But then there's the Knights of the Slice. They're awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
But I'm always picking up Brick. And fiddling around with Brick. So those are my 2 favorites. My legacy favorite, Brick. My current favorite, Glide Ninja.
I will have to go with the Real Head. I always fuck up the names with them, which is why I hesitated there. So it's the white and gray one. I'm good.
Oh, the Future Next Man?
There we go.
Next Future Cyclone Man?
You just say all the names. Yeah, the white and gray one, even though at the moment I'm drawing a blank on his name, he is my favorite at the moment. But I don't have a ton of 1000 Toys new synth. I just have a few, so...
I accidentally have a ton.
There we go.
Uncle Jason asks, thoughts on the Unbox Industries new blind box series? Who goes there? And will you be getting any of them? So these look pretty cool, actually. I personally really like the Ghost.
Yep.
The bedsheet Ghost is fantastic. I love the marbling on all of them.
Yeah.
Those are pretty fantastic. I don't know what this weird yellow...
It's like a weird hunched up alien thing with a pile of puke coming out of its mouth, it looks like. It's pretty
okay.
It's pretty Geiger-esque.
It's very Giger-esque, and especially Giger-esque because it looks kind of like weird foreskin.
Yes.
So I don't know, solid maybe. I'm not the biggest soft boy, but if someone was selling a loose Ghost, I'd probably bang on that.
I think my favorite one is the skull-faced gravedigger guy with the opium pipe in his hand. I think that's what he's holding.
Oh yeah, he's
pretty
cool.
rad. And Sheet Ghost, they're great. In a way, they kind of remind me.
Sheet Ghost for the
they kind of remind me of Monster in My Pocket a little bit, just with the sort of generic-ish sort of horror homages with a mummy, a vampire, a Sheet Ghost, a gravedigger, Reaper Man. Yeah, they look great. I don't know if I'll actively seek them out, but given circumstance, time, and place, I would definitely cop one.
Totally, yeah. Yeah, no, they're pretty cool. If I saw them in the wild, fuck yeah, I'd probably roll the dice on that.
King Gloom is hitting us with, do you still dream of Blockade Chan? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I will never fall in love again. So, yeah.
No, what you got? You missed out on another single solemn. I love her,
dude. I love her, dude. Yeah, I do think about Blockade Chen. Anytime I'm in that neighborhood and I pass by where there is now just a boring old like curb, I'm just like, fuck, man. Rest in peace, baby.
I just like how I can make very specific memes that no one will get outside of our Discord.
I just like how when I posted my photo of the original time when I posted the picture of it and I said make sure you check in on your friends, how I got a bunch of worried people messaging me being like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, it's a joke, because like the Blockade's my friend, and they're like, okay, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah, you know you're doing a good job when you're concerning people.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Yeah, Blockade Chan, rest in peace. You'll be missed. Quick asks, if you could choose a band or music artist to be an action figure, who would it be? I don't know if someone else has asked this question before.
No.
Have
no,
they?
I don't think so.
No. That's kind of cool. It's fun. They have kind of already been doing
yeah,
this,
like
though.
like my mind jumps to Super 7 and like there's Slayer and their Crimson Ghost and their King Diamond and all that stuff. But like that's a great question. I guess the question is like, who is your favorite artist and who would you like to have like immortalized in toy form? Is kind of what it boils down to, right? Like,
yeah, I think so. Oh my god, I think like,
you want a 5 points of articulation MC Ride?
Oh my god, yes. Yeah, I would be so down with that.
I think I would say Robert Palmer, which is a deep cut. Not a lot of people like Robert Palmer as much as I do. I think I'm the only person on the planet who likes Robert Palmer as much as one can. I'm gonna go with Robert Palmer. I think that would be fucking tight. Or like a David Bowie series. Like if Super 7 did David Bowie and they did like every iteration of all of his like iconic outfits, that would be really cool too.
That would be pretty tight. Yeah. Shit, dude. I feel like the most like toyetic person would probably be Infernus from Gorgoroth.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, you're not. It's fine. I feel like they've already been like scratching the surface with like King Diamond. Be like, just do a bunch of black metal guys.
Yeah, why not?
The least problematic of any music genre.
Yeah, they weren't the one that like killed people and burned churches and whatnot, were they?
They definitely burned churches. There might have been a little bit of manslaughter.
Okay.
But it was like internalized manslaughter. They weren't like going out and killing other people.
It was just man's laughter.
It was man's laughter. It was like, oh fuck. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. I kind of want to be like, it's like how Biggie and Tupac shot each other, but totally not. It's like if Biggie and Tupac physically went and shot each other.
Oh, okay.
Except fucking Vargs stabbed dude 27 times saying it was self-defense.
That's a lot of times for self-defense.
That's a lot of self-defense.
That is too much self-defense for one man.
That's apparently the appropriate amount of self-defense. Yeah, it was a fucked up thing. It was one of those things where it's like, I like the music, but I'm not really a big fan of the people. But aesthetically, it looks kind of cool. So I feel like a bunch of like black metal action figures would work, but also thematically they would work thematically, but they would never sell because people would freak out in the bad way.
I like that I went lighthearted and playful and you went black metal. I was like, David Bowie.
Well, guys, David Bowie. Well, you said MC Ride first.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I would love an MC Ride. But like, it's. I feel like it's because I can totally see the packaging and everything already. It just it works.
Yeah, totally.
Like it shouldn't, but it does.
And 4 a.m. Snack is hitting us with the final question: if your Logan is Tony's actual real name Tony?
I don't know.
I don't know, guys. Is it? It's a big mystery.
I don't ask Nikki Fung. You fucking doxed me. on on the Night's Watch section,
Ugh,
posting my full name.
that's not good.
Yeah. Last name too. He put my last name on that. Yeah, no, my actual name is Tony.
Yep.
It is shortened though, but that's all I'm gonna give you. But my actual name, what I signed for on the post, is Tony.
I just signed Pepper on the post now. I'm just like fully sinking into my persona.
I'm freaking out. I don't want people to know who I am. Anyway, here's Logan's full phone number.
Thanks for joining us here, everyone, on the 150th episode of the podcast. It's been a wild ride, and I'm so happy we got to share all of the things we've got to share with you guys. I'm so happy that you guys stick with us every week, and that we have an awesome community of awesome people that we get to talk about toys with. I could not be happier, and I guess I have to say thank you to you, Tony, because without you, absolutely none of this would be possible. We're a dynamic duo. It's crazy. It's some good shit.
No, yeah. Thank you as well. I'm super glad that like you came to me with this idea and that we followed through and continue to follow through, and the fact that like this is out of all the other projects and podcasts I was part of, I'm so glad that this is the one that's like stood the test of time, you know?
Hell yeah.
So this is by far the longest running podcast that I've been a part of, and that is kind of amazing.
Hell yeah.
So thank you.
Hell yeah. All right, I guess it's time to say the thing. And remember, folks. Oh wait, no. That's not how we end it. Not just yet.
Oh yeah, no, we got to get to the part where I struggle.
Yeah, let's do that part. So, before we get out of here, before we go to bed, is there anything you want to say to the people, Tony?
No, I'm good. Have a good night.
All right. And remember, folks, a Boba Fett for a Greedo is a notoriously bad trade. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
That was great.
Rate and review us on iTunes.
Join the Discord. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, pretty much.